Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Endless Growth Podcast.
Yeah, welcome back. Episode 131 today.
Yeah, man, we got you guys a little guest today. I'm gonna introduce you guys to Shawn.
Welcome, Shawn.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, man, how's your day been?
Day's been great, man.
That's
Productive as always.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, well, I guess let's get the people to know you a little better. Kind of introduce yourself. Like what's your? Obviously, you have a GNC shirt on, so kind of describe to people. I guess what you do.
Yeah. My wife and I, what was it, about 13 years ago, decided to franchise and go into GNC. We both worked on the corporate side. I worked there for 7 years. She worked there for about 3 years. So that's kind of how we got into doing the franchise.
Wow.
But yeah, we started off, franchised our first store 13 years ago. GNC is pretty well known. I think most people know what GNC is.
100%.
Kind of the benefit of doing the franchise thing. But yeah, we just run those. We have 4 stores total now. We have 2 in Utah. We have 1 in Nevada. We have 1 in Oregon.
Oh, wow.
So we travel a lot, but we enjoy it. Obviously, retail has its limitations and, the internet going the way that it is with social media and everything. But one nice thing about fitness and supplements in general is there are still a lot of people who like face-to-face interaction.
Yeah.
People still have questions. And even though you can go in and read things and go onto certain sites and try to get opinions, it's sometimes nice in all aspects, whether you're talking about fashion or cars or relationships, just to talk to another human being. So I think that's why GNC still does pretty well to this day.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's a lot of online, most people probably just buy online nowadays. But just like with me with car stuff, like I wish there was like a car part store where I can just go and I want the spoiler for this car, but I want to see it first and get to know a little better. But yeah, I could see that. You guys.
Returning a spoiler probably isn't very easy.
Yeah, no. That's a process.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I take it you guys like somewhat train your people to kind of know the products, or is it, because I imagine people probably come in asking like, hey, what's the best protein or what's the best? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to do the best that I can to not talk bad about any other retail locations. But and I think this goes once again in a lot of different facets, right? Like if you're shopping for a ring or if you're trying to educate yourself on groceries, there's different quality in everything. And that's one thing that we have always put first is just education, right? Like we've all been places where we've gone in and talked to somebody and then you walked out knowing that person, A, made everything up, or B, read the wrong information. Now they're just spitting what they read. So it is a pretty big training process. That is one great thing that we kind of pride ourselves on is, when I was in high school, I played sports. So started lifting around 15. And then when I graduated high school, went to Weber State University in Ogden, Utah, went into health, nutrition, sports medicine.
Oh, nice.
So I got a lot of foundation from there. And then as soon as I got over school, I hopped into GNC corporate. So between learning nutrition and learning how to work out and learning personal training and, doing this for almost 20 years now, you just kind of learn a thing or two.
Yeah.
So it's nice. It's actually nice to bring people in and spend quality time with them and teach them how to lose weight or build muscle or how to help somebody who has joint issues or help somebody who's diabetic or high blood pressure, cholesterol. So the training process is tedious. I came in here and you wanted to teach me how to wrap things properly or do what you do. It probably would take a while to get the training going.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, we train it the best that we can because once again, one thing that people come in to see us for is trust. And if they come in and you're selling somebody a product and you're educating them and you don't have the confidence and you don't look like you know what you're talking about, you can always find something cheaper on the internet.
100%.
You always find somebody better looking on the internet that can sell you a better product. So confidence and knowledge is huge.
That's cool. Dude, that's got to be big then. Because I'm a big believer of like people that, whatever business you run or own, I feel like you got to know it, through and through. Like you can't just be a restaurant owner,
For sure,
not how to cook. Like you literally went to school, you've been doing this for a minute. So for all your employees, it's got to be big to have someone like you that can guide them in the right direction. And for your business itself too. I'm sure it's great for it.
Yeah. You can do, like you were saying, you can do your option, but you have to be the guy who has the funds. Yeah. But then you have to hire somebody who knows.
Exactly.
And then they do all the training. So regardless, that middle piece has to be there.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of times that it suffers because even the people that have the funds that hire the people, they don't even know if they're really good. They're just like, they sound like they're a great manager for this position and they know their stuff. But
yeah, one thing we've been blessed with is we only have 3 employees per store.
That's really good.
Sometimes we have 4. So even though you like 4 businesses, so you think that could be like overwhelming, like we only have 3 employees per store. So if you can get a good handful of like, really good quality manager, makes our life 1,000 times easier.
I imagine, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's not as difficult as it could be.
Yeah, that's good. Are you able to keep employees pretty good, or is it something you guys kind of have to go through?
Our managers are pretty tenured.
Okay.
Like right now, one of my managers has been, he just passed his 5-year mark.
Oh.
The other manager I have just passed her 2-year mark. Unfortunately, my guy in Nevada ended up falling in love, and which is good, right? Beautiful story, right? He wants to have a baby and support her and have her stay at home. So
yeah,
I'm happy for him, but at the same time, it's my loss. He was with me for 9 years.
Oh, wow.
That was awesome, especially at a state store, right? So you get somebody in there who's quality and been with you tenured. There's the trust, and so you just go up there basically to hang out with an old friend.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that love thing will get you.
It'll get you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's probably a little hard for you to, have to find someone again, or was it pretty easy to?
So we haven't, like that just barely happened.
Oh, wow.
So you guys probably in the process of trying to find someone.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So 5 months ago is when Elko, Nevada. Have you guys ever been there?
No.
So like it's top 3 in lithium and gold mine in the world.
It's tiny.
At least the US. I don't know.
You
fact check it. But it's huge though, right? Huge distribution for gold and lithium. Mm-hmm. So everybody who works in that town works at the mines. They start off paying $70,000.
Okay.
It's not fun work. It's mine work, but you just basically shut your brain off and go to work for a handful of hours. Like he only works 50% of the year. Oh, wow. So he's got like the 5 on, 5 off schedule. So the 5 on are rough, but then you get 5 days off, man, just to sit there and
just chill.
Make babies. Like it's easy, right?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I knew a good guy that was out there at Elko. I mean, mining for gold too at one point.
Yeah.
And, but it seems like a lot of that, the whole town's just kind of just miners.
It is, man. Yeah. If you live in that town, it's because you were born and raised and you just decided that you didn't want to leave, or you're mining.
You're just for work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a couple brothel houses there, and
I've heard about that.
There are a lot of bars.
You got to stay entertained somehow.
Yeah. Yeah. So in that small town, like it's weird. Like there's not even a strip club.
Huh.
Oh, they just went straight to brothel house.
Let's just go straight to the point.
Yeah. Like, hey, let's not sugarcoat this.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah. I mean, it's a super small town. They have some really cool restaurants, but then 4 brothel houses and about 22 bars.
Dang.
Wow.
Yeah. I have a customer that drives down here all the time to get work from me, to get done. And I mean, he comes down here like it's nothing, like Salt Lake and stuff. It's like 2 hours he drives like, I'm sure he's going a little bit past the speed limit, but he gets to Salt Lake in 2 and gets here like in 3.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, dude, how fast are you going?
Yeah. They either go up to Reno or they go to, what is that? Twin Falls. Yeah. Or down to Salt Lake.
Okay.
Because they got the little stuff, right? You have all the grocery stores, but there's no Costco. There's no shopping malls. There's no.
Yeah. So how is it having stores out of state for you guys? Like, are you having to check in? I mean, I imagine once you have good managers, you don't really have to a whole lot, but.
Yeah. The difference between somebody who owns a business to somebody who manages a business is a pretty big difference, right? The person managing the business usually isn't in it long term. It's usually a good stepping stone, or they just like the job for now. But for me to get a 9-year manager, like that's pretty incredible. That probably won't happen again.
Yeah.
But when you look at like the managerial side, like they do a good job, but they still need, it's not their business. They don't own it. They're not invested the way that an owner is. So it takes them a little bit more motivation, and it takes a little bit more like going up and, not babysitting, but being there as a support to show that you care. Like who wants to work for somebody who doesn't show up and you just get a phone call when things are going bad or an email when you messed up? Like,
nobody wants to.
That's the hardest thing about being an owner. And that's the hard thing about being out of state is you find quality employees, but those employees, they don't have the tie-in that you have when you are a business owner. So
you got to be there a little bit.
How is it right now? It's been 5 months that you like lost that manager. Are you having to go in and go to Reno a lot more, I'm assuming, or what's that process like to maybe replace that guy?
Yeah. So I don't know why I made this decision and why my wife backed me up on making this decision, but we decided not to hire a manager this time.
Oh, okay.
Our newest store that we bought 2.5, almost 3 years ago, is in Taylorsville, Utah.
Okay.
And that store hasn't had a manager since we've owned it. We've had 2 really solid employees that are phenomenal. And then we have a part-time position. It's usually just weekends. And that seems to every 3 to 4 months get rotated, finding somebody else. So I thought, why not try to do it in Elko? Our Nevada store is our busiest by far. Like,
oh wow,
gold mine. Like I found the gold mine GNC.
Wow.
Because you got to figure, like, when it comes to supplements, right? Like, you do have some other mom and pop shops around. You have other retailers, every grocery store. But when you're in Elko, like, it's not like here in Utah where Amazon's the next day delivery.
Yeah.
Like, it takes 3-4 days sometimes to get, like, a lot of the customers that we come in that are ordering online are like, hey, I ordered my protein 4 days ago. It's not here. I needed something for now.
Gotcha.
So that's a great thing about that opportunity, right? So we're going to try to see if I can just run it with some good, solid employees. Try to keep payroll down, try to keep some of the spending down to see if we want to remodel the store. The store's been open for almost 30 years. Still, it's the same.
That'll probably help.
Yeah.
And
just throwing something around to see if we can do something a little bit different, but still put more money back into the business and not dip in the important things we're talking about, right? Like knowledge, quality, trust.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why we're doing it, but we're doing it.
That's cool, man. Well, hopefully it works out.
Yeah, I do too. Thanks for that.
I wonder if, honestly, I'm now so intrigued with Elko because I'm like, there's probably got to be like a big demand for gyms and stuff out there too, no? Like, do they have any gyms? Like, how are people working out there?
Yeah, so they have, it's funny because when you go to a big city, outside of Utah, there's other bigger cities in Salt Lake and stuff, but like we have EOS, and we have Vasa, and it's $10 a month. Like the premium packages are like 20, I think, right? Like these gyms, they're nice, but they're not nearly the gyms that we have for $10 a month. And these guys are charging $40, $50 a month.
Whoa. So
it's nice for them. Once again, no competition. When you're in a small town and you're doing auto mechanics or don't even get me started on plumbing. We had plumbing issues and every single place I call 5 places. Oh, we're a week out. Oh, we're 2 weeks out. Like,
sounds like me.
The demand. Yeah. It's just the demand.
Yeah.
And then to find the quality in that space makes it even harder.
Yeah.
So the gyms, like saying there's a couple nice gyms, but yeah, like the fact what they charge, if they were here in town, there's no way they wouldn't make it.
Dang, man. Yeah, maybe there's a little thing there you have to get yourself into. Gym and supplements at the same time.
But I mean, all small towns are that way. Like the store that we have in Oregon in Klamath Falls, same thing. There's one really big gym, but it's so outdated. Like you walk in there and it's kind of the old meathead feel where like even the dumbbells are all metal and you pick them up and the ends are twisting because they haven't been tightened. And when you pick up the bars, like half of them are bent. So it's like that real dungeony bodybuilder type feel. The same thing. They're like $40 a month.
And they're still packed full of people.
Yeah. And then they have have you guys ever been doing Anytime Fitness?
I have
not.
So they're good gyms, but they're kind of smaller. Like they're kind of like if you put like 3 of these strip centers together. Yeah. So not great. A lot of machines. Not a lot of free weights. Almost kind of like a downsized Planet Fitness almost.
Yeah. Is that new one they open here? Or what's this one?
I think
No, that's Snap.
Oh, that one's Snap.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And most Snaps are that way too. There's a Snap in Klamath as well, but this Snap's actually pretty legit. They did a really good job with that one.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting, man.
How long did you work at GNC? You said it was like, 7 years? You were in GNC before?
Yeah. So when I started off at corporate, I started off as a part-timer. I worked at Applebee's as a server. That was my college job.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So going to Weber State, doing the morning thing, going to college there during the morning, and then 4 or 5 o'clock go and serve tables. Serving's easy, right? You get the fast tips, you get the quick tips. Okay. So it's just easy cash in your hand. So I was working part-time, did that for 6 months, ended up like, hey, I don't really know if I want to go into sports medicine. It ended up really, really good timing. Sat down, and this is on me, but of course we always blame everybody else, right? The counselor that I was working with at the college never really broke down to me what potential of making was, right? Because I didn't care. Like 18, 19, 20-year-olds, like if I can't be LeBron James, if I can't be Kobe Bryant and play in the NBA, I'm just going to make them better. I'm going to write them diet plans and help them stay in shape. And when they get injured, I'm going to help get back on the court. I'm going to be the behind the scenes hero, right? I'm going to be the person that makes Tom Brady play till he's 50 years old and still be a Super Bowl contender. Yeah. So that's the route that I wanted to go, was go into sports medicine and sports training. And when I sat down, like I had like 4 or 5 classes left and I would have had my degree. And she sat down. She's like, okay, well, this is what they start at. And this is the potential of earnings. So I didn't know that you have to start off at like a junior high level, right? So you're playing like junior high track team and football team, basketball team. And obviously inflation's a little bit different now than what it was back in 2005. But it was only $29,000 a year.
Wow.
In college, right? Like,
that's
college is expensive. You're trying to pay off the debts and stuff like that. And then once you got to high school, maybe up to $35,000. And then you can get to some of the like lower level colleges, like community colleges. But like the money, of course, is like D1 and then actual NBA, NFL, like legit sports. But to make it to that level, it's like the unicorn. It's like you have to have the tie-in, or you have to be the LeBron James. You have to be the Michael Jordan of taping ankles to get to that level. And when you do, it takes you years. Like every time that I go to a sporting event, usually the medicaling staff that I see, a little on the older side. They're not hiring young 20s, late 20s, early 30s. They're usually, 40s, 50s. You've been established, right? You can prove you've been in the business for a long time. You know what you're doing. You're taking care of these athletes. So.
Okay. So it's like a similar model, like athletes, like it's almost like a winner take all, like the really high level athletes are going to almost take all of the money in a sense, right?
Yeah. Think of the NFL. I don't know if you guys follow like football much, but when people can't make it to the next level, they go play overseas ball, right?
Yeah.
And they make okay money, but like after a handful of years and their body starts to ache, they're like, this isn't worth that $90,000 that I thought it would be worth. Or, people go to the Philippines and play overseas. My best friend in high school tried to go to the Philippines and play basketball overseas because he couldn't make it to a D1 or a D2 college. He's like, I'm going to be famous in the Philippines.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, so when I figured that out, GNC, like one of the regional managers came up to me and said, hey, like, we really like you. We think you'd be good in a management position. Do you want to be an assistant manager over at this location here?
Oh, okay.
It's like, this actually works out because you guys are going to pay me as a manager the same salary, $29,000 a year, than I would make going into my field as a 4-year degree.
Wow.
I was like, I'll just take all my knowledge and go into here. And then, just worked my way up. Did the assistant manager for 6 months. And then, I don't know if you're familiar with West Valley. There's a mall out in West Valley.
Oh, yeah.
Went and managed that mall for a couple of years. And then they put me into a regional spot. So I had everything from Boise, Idaho, to Layton, Utah.
Oh, wow.
And did that for a couple of years. And then that's when I met my wife. Excuse me. And then she's like, hey, I really like you and you like me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to make us a bunch of money, babe. Here we go. I'm going to be your daddy. And then GNC says, hey, for you to move up to the next spot, you got to move out of state.
Oh, okay.
And I married my wife with 5 kids because I like challenges. That's why I'm a business owner, right? And so I was like, now what do we do, love? Like, I can't move. Because you can't move. And so she's like, let's just buy our own GNC.
Wow,
So
that's cool.
we hit up GNC and they flew us out to Pittsburgh and we had a meeting with them. They're like, yeah, obviously we know you've been in the system for a long time. We trust you. So we have a store opening up in South Ogden, Utah. That was our first store.
Wow.
And they were like, this is opening this date. We'll save it for you. And that was the first store that we opened up.
Dang. Yeah, that's my question. I was going to ask, when you buy these stores, are you taking them over from previous owners, or that one sounds like it was brand new, right?
So we've had 5 stores. 2 of the stores were brand new builds, and those are miserable.
Really?
Those are tough.
Because you got to start them from nothing.
Well, yeah, you got to start from zero, right?
Yeah.
So you have to build the clientele. You have to build the customer. You obviously have to hire a brand new staff. It usually takes about 6 to 8 months for that location. And obviously marketing helps, but doing all the marketing and stuff that we tried to, about 6 months was when we noticed that you were starting to operate in the green, right? You weren't losing money every month. So at least you're breaking even. And then it takes about to a year and a half where you're making the money to where you can hire a full staff. Both of our locations, I worked with one other employee for the first 6 months to get to the break even point because you can't afford a full staff. So
you have to be in there.
So the other 3 we bought from other franchisees. And that's honestly the way to go.
Gotcha.
Especially so the one in Elko, Nevada, nobody else wanted, right?
Yeah. Who wants to go there?
Yeah. So the people who live in Elko have their own business and they're all doing great. And nobody wants to move there from wherever they're going. So like that poor owner who had it lived in Arizona. They actually owned a store in Vegas. He and his son owned one. So he gave that store to his son. And then he's like, I want out of here. So we had the store on the market for a while. And then eventually I got talked into going up there and talking with him. So we got it for a really good deal. So I was like, 3 hours away, like that's going to suck. But like, here's what the store's doing. Here's the potential. Because the gentleman who I bought it from was awesome. But he had been checked out for 7 years.
Gotcha.
Like he'd show up to the store once a year for inventory because he moved to Arizona. His poor wife passed away. And so he had health problems. So he moves to Arizona, warmer climate. You know, it's not Las Vegas, Nevada. It's Elko, Nevada. So it's just like it is here, like horrible winters.
Oh, yeah.
It can be perfect
Super
weather
hot.
and then snowing the next day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh. That's pretty cool, man. I would have, I don't know. It intrigues me more like what other businesses, I guess in my industry, I don't think there's any businesses that are like kind of like franchises, but I don't know. It intrigues me, I guess, to know what other businesses are already out there for sale, I guess you would say, that we don't even know about. Because I feel like something like that's not really advertised, right? It's kind of more within the company. Like if you're an employee or if you're already having franchise, like they kind of offer it to you, or you have.
Yeah, that's a good question too, man. I've never reached out. Like, they put it so internally, right? So if I wanted to sell one of my stores, I'd reach out to GNC Corporate and I'd say, hey, I'm interested. Or is GNC Corporate interested in buying the business? Or are there any other franchisees out there that are interested in buying the business? So internally, but I mean, I'm sure you could go to your city council or
figure out what other
some local. I mean,
got you.
I'm sure there's somewhere and advertise it on Facebook. Like,
when you buy like one opposed to starting one, what are like some of the things you go into it? Like maybe already changing, like things you're thinking about before you even go in. Is it maybe the structure, the layout? Do you have freedom to choose like the products that are in there? Like how much control do you actually have?
Yeah. So the process of the 3 stores that we bought from other franchisees were all completely different, which is cool, right? Okay. So, the Elko, Nevada one, guy just needed out of it. He wasn't even a part of it anyway. So he was smart in the fact that like he always made sure the store operated and made money and controlled everything from a distance. But of course, like, how successful is a business going to be once again when the owner's not hands-on and in there training and motivating and keeping the people in there happy. So being in the business as long as we hopped in there and, just look at a P&L, right? Look at a profit and loss statement, see what the customers they're getting, get some couple years taxes, and you kind of justify by knowing this is what I know I'm capable of doing. This is what they're doing. So the Elko one was a no-brainer because the customer count was just through the roof. It just, the education, the knowledge, the sales, the employees just hadn't.
That's where it was lacking.
Yeah, they just show up because they know they get a paycheck. The one in Oregon was super scary. 10-hour drive from where we're at, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, man, like, what if somebody walks out on me? What if somebody quits? Like worst case, like I can't be like 3 hours away isn't horrible. I can be there pretty quickly, but 10 hours away is pretty sticky. So. Yeah. We did let the business owners know, like, hey, like, I'm going to lowball you. And I'm really sorry because I know nobody else. This is another location that's in the bottom southern Oregon, like right smack in the middle. It's 45 minutes away from the California border.
Okay.
And there's no other GNCs within another 2-hour radius. Wow. And there's not another franchisee until you get to like northern Oregon or like down into California. Wow. So once again, it was a location that nobody wanted. So we flew out there. And the conversation we had with them is these poor people, like they were a day out from closing the store down.
Wow.
Like their inventory was maximum minimum, so many holes on the shelf. I feel bad for them because the poor couple partnered when they first bought the store. And what had happened is the partnership that they went in with totally did them dirty. So they had to buy it from the other people. And so now they're running a business where the husband has a career. He worked at like Lay's potato chips. He's like a manager there, did really well there. And then the wife worked at the hospital. So like these are 2 people have their full career. They invested in this business because they wanted a little retirement kickback when they wanted to sell it years and years down the road. Yeah. So like they had no knowledge. They don't like protein, vitamins, joint stuff, like no knowledge at all. Like you got a nurse and a chip guy. So they're hiring people hoping that the people can run the business and trying to hire people who are educated. And it just didn't work for them. And so they were down to bare minimum, barely breaking pennies. So man, we got that store for a steal. Dang, dude. So then that's the only reason why we bought it, right? Like 10 hours away. Like, hey, like I know I can do better than what this person can, but this really sucks. So yeah, we only bought that one because the poor owners were going to close it down.
Dang, so that's the move, man.
Yeah, for them to make a little bit of money was better than to walk away with nothing. I mean, that's the worst thing as an entrepreneur, right? Like imagine building your business, putting 20 years into it, and then just walking away with nothing.
Yeah.
Like that's a huge fear of mine.
Yeah.
It's like nobody does that that's successful. Like you build the business, you make the business, you sell the business, you rotate that money and put it somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's good to hear this because I feel like on the internet, we always hear like the positive stories, the best case scenario. So it's good to also hear like the opposite and what could happen if it doesn't go well. So.
Yeah. And Taylorsville, Utah was kind of a similar story, but the people who own that was 3 gentlemen who just go and invest. Like one's a lawyer, one's a CPA, like successful businessmen. Uh-huh. So they have about 6 different ventures, and they decided, let's do a GNC.
Okay.
They had it for 7 years, and they did decent, but only because they're smart and they know business and they know money.
Gotcha.
But so they weren't in the spot where they had to sell. They were just like, hey man, this is getting old. We're sick of doing this. Kind of once again, like let's just turn a little bit of a profit. Yeah. So we bought the Taylorsville from them. Yeah. So Taylorsville wasn't the best deal that we could have gotten, but it's a great location, you know?
Yeah, it's always going to have traffic and stuff.
Yeah.
You're saying Elko is your number one? That's the...
By far.
Yeah.
By far, man.
Dang.
Just because, like I said, there's nothing out there.
No, that makes sense.
Like you come here in Utah and you have all these other retail businesses and you got Amazon distributions in every freaking city, it seems like. So you get the same day delivery, overnight delivery, next day delivery.
Yeah.
So you could be out of your protein, be like, no, it's okay, I'll get mine tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But, same thing, Klamath Falls, Oregon and Elko, Nevada. Like if you order something, it can take 3 to 4 days or it just doesn't show up at all and you don't get it.
Yeah. And plus all the box stores that we have, a huge box store, Costco, Sam's. And,
Costco's massive, right?
Yeah. People don't have
Costco's
that
another level, dude.
Yeah.
It's a freaking beast.
That's so cool, man. Huh.
But yeah, if we could ever find a way to put like a Chick-fil-A or an In-N-Out burger in Elko, Nevada.
Oh,
man, we'll be retired in 10 years.
Yeah.
Maybe 5.
Franchises like seem so interesting to me. And now that we're talking about them, but have you ever looked into like getting yourself into other ones? I mean, you probably don't because you're so like, you actually went to school for this and you're so involved with.
Yeah. Franchise, of course, right? There's pluses and there's minuses. So if you have a big brand, like where you're looking like a Chick-fil-A, man, like they only allow you to buy one location.
Yep. Oh, really?
Like it's not like, hey, I have 5 Chick-fil-A's. You have one, but you're set though.
Mm-hmm.
And they want you hands-on. They want you in the location working. So Chick-fil-A's are really hard. In-N-Out Burger is the same way from what I've been told. I don't know as much as Chick-fil-A, but with GNC, it's nice because you get the name recognition. So like saying that's what's nice about opening a brand new store or trying to turn around a new store or whatever is people see the GNC and it's been around for over 90 years now.
Whoa.
So it's just a trusted name. You see the GNC in
the US, right?
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
So Pittsburgh's where the first GNC ever opened. It actually opened up as all they did was to sell probiotics.
Huh. Oh wow.
GNC's only been selling like sports supplements for I think 40 years now.
Oh,
okay.
So for the first like 50 years, it was probiotics and vitamins and minerals, and then they kind of
just transitioned
into the sports world as well.
Huh.
But yeah, I mean, there's tons of like, I can't bring in any product that I want. It's GNC's name. So there's a franchise agreement. There's things that I have to adhere to because it's not my business. It's not Jensen Nutrition. It's GNC. So we have to bring in certain things that only they say that we can. And obviously I can't change the sign on the front. That has to stay GNC. And so there's limitations, and every franchise is a royalty. So they do get a little bit of the change because you're using their name to make money. So I would love to. We've, for the past 3 years, we actually have a supplement company called Sovereign Supplements that I've been trying to get going. And you think it'd be really easy. I don't know if you know much about supplements, but in Utah's the one of the number ones, as far as manufacturing goes. Yeah. So like we make an insane amount of proteins, vitamins, amino acids. Like we have one of the biggest manufacturing facilities for supplements here in Utah. There's tons of them.
Yeah.
But the hard thing is that's where all the big boys play. So unless you're going to put in a $500,000 order,
they're not even entertaining it.
Yeah. Like if you're like a Ghost or a Bucked Up, that's no problem, right? Like, oh yeah, here's $500,000, maybe some pre. But when you show up as a single operator, it's like, hey, I want to make a $7,000 order. Kind of get put on the back burner. So we've worked through 5 different manufacturing facilities. We're on our 6th right now. We actually have a meeting with them next Monday to go to their plant and taste test and put everything together. And
so you just been like in the demoing kind of phase, like trying to just figure out the right.
Yeah. Where I've been in so long, like supplements for me is pretty easy, right? Like I know majority of the supplements that are out there. So for me to put a product together, whether it's a pre-workout or a protein or whatever, it's the hard thing isn't getting the formula. The hard thing is who can I get to mix it and get it to taste good and mix up properly. So the 5 people that we've been to are, we work with them for 8 or 9 months and they just can't get the flavoring down, or there's a funky aftertaste, or they just get sick of us because you guys are too picky. We got other people that are giving us money.
Got you. With like when you're working with the brand like that, are they already how does the FDA process work? Is there even a process like that, or can you immediately make something and stick your label on it and put it on the market? Like what's that process like?
So supplements aren't regulated by the FDA.
Okay.
Us 3 could shut these cameras off, put some creatine together, slap a label on it,
put on a
go sell it out of a local gym.
Oh, okay.
So FDA only gets involved when legality things happen, right? People end up going to the ER, getting sick, getting hurt.
Gotcha.
So FDA has regulations.
Okay.
So what you want to do is if you ever want to create a supplement, you want to make sure that you go to a manufacturing facility that's what they call GMP manufactured. It's good manufacturing process.
Yeah.
And then you know that all their stuff is in regulations with what FDA wants them to do. So they're testing their products and their purity, and it's good stuff.
Got you.
But I mean, you us 3 could make a supplement brand and make it out of and there's companies that you make it out of your basement and become your own little chemist and do your own little thing. So
dang,
that is so cool. How's the process? Because you looks like I've been tasting like different flavors and all that stuff. Like, I would assume it's probably hard to get something that you're like, okay, this is like, I'm glad, or I would be glad putting this out on the market, right?
Yeah, it's miserable.
It's miserable.
Yeah. Like I say, for 3 years we haven't been able to get the flavor down.
Wow. Okay.
So, the people that we're working with aren't like big, like saying heavy hitters, right? They're not the big boys in the supplement industry that have the flavoring and everything down. We're working with, they're big manufacturing plants, but they're not doing supplements.
Gotcha.
They're doing kind of more stuff for chiropractics or vitamins and minerals, like more pills and stuff. So when we come to a guy who puts things together and does their R&D work.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, I mean, I know something. I can put a pre-workout together for you and flavor it. And then we try it and it's like, did you try it first? And that's the weirdest, like, if you guys ever tasted something, you're like, there's no way somebody tasted this and then put this in this box.
Yeah. They missed something and they forgot to put something.
Yeah. So I wonder the same thing. And now I know that people really do.
Wow.
Like people make formulas and give it to you. And I'm like, did you try it? No, but it should work.
Wow.
Literally my last pre-workout was like that. Like, I just finished it. So I'm going to have to go to GNC and get another one. I'm telling you.
Wow. Yeah. But we would love, I've been trying. I would love to. We also have a place where I would love to venture out. I have a buddy who wants to go into business where we open up our own supplement shop.
Oh, cool.
Because the great thing about working with GNC is the name. But whenever you get to something that's popular, the name's been tarnished. 90 years, there's a lot of people like, why don't you go to a GNC? Why did you not buy your pre-workout from GNC?
To the convenience, I guess.
Yeah, right.
The sales guy at the GNC sometimes just wants to sell me like a whole bundle, basically. Sometimes that's my guess.
The list goes on, right?
Yeah.
Had one bad experience with a guy who sold you a poor product.
Yeah.
Or didn't know what he was talking about. He said, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then goes back to behind the counter on his phone.
Yeah.
Or whether it's with a business that we had in Klamath Falls that you go in there and they're out of product. It's like, why did I drive here? Why did I spend 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Just came in here and you don't have anything that I want. Now I got to go back home and I just order online anyways.
Okay.
Oh.
So we want to do our own thing, kind of have our own shop. That way we can have an online source. We can open up our own website.
That'd be cool.
We can ship and deliver, which obviously
That'd be
for any business owner makes life a little bit easier when you can reach outside of your fishbowl.
Okay.
People who come and shop with you at a retail location.
Okay. So I'm assuming GNC doesn't have like no like non-compete like clauses or something like that. Like they're pretty open for you to do like whatever you want then, in a sense, right? As long as you're just managing their store, making sure it's, I'm assuming, somewhat profitable, making sure you're not tarnishing the brand. So they could like kind of
as long as we're doing the lines of the franchise agreement of, just like you said, not tarnishing the name, not bringing in products that haven't been approved, not taking products away from selling GNC. Yeah, if they found out like, hey, I opened up a shop right next to it and I'm like directing customers over to our place, franchise agreement terminated.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's one downside is GNC doesn't allow me to own my own website.
Oh.
And in 2025 as a business owner, especially retail,
yeah, that's crazy.
not to have a website, like you're just really limited in your funds.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential there for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yet again, too, there's a lot of competition. I imagine in the online space for supplement shops or.
Dude, there's supplements there, yeah.
I guess not even shops, huh? Because I mean, I think it's just more independent shops. Like we're Ghost, we're this other company. It's not really like a GNC sort of thing where they're selling a variety of all these companies together.
Yeah, man, social media really changed that, right? Because you're your own brand. You create your own brand. You find ambassadors that push people to your page and to your website. Like all they got to do is just do, Shopify, click to cart. It's in there, and you're just shipping it out of wherever manufacturer. And then Amazon's made it easier in the world because they can be your distributor, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can ship your stuff for you. So this world is very set up for e-commerce.
Yeah,
absolutely. So for us to not have one, it's been a huge downfall. So we're trying to find ways around it.
That's good, man.
Okay.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, GNC. I don't think I've ever stepped foot in one, honestly.
Really?
I mean, no, at the Layton one, I have, but I don't think I never known. I think the only place I bought supplements like in store was what's that place that I think you guys put me on? It was the Good Earth.
Oh, that was in Riverdale, but I don't think that exists anymore, does it?
Yeah, it does.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then honestly, it's just been online now. Like it's just if I ever bought supplements now, it's just all online. But yeah, that's they're lacking, man.
Yeah, that's why there's still a space for it, but it's just it's really hard.
Yeah,
because everybody's bought something online that they don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you don't return it because the process of it.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, most of the time you can't, right? Like if you open up a pre-workout, it's not like you can hit up that manufacturer and be like, "Hey, I don't like your pre-workout. Give me my money back." I don't think so, man. You already opened it. Yeah. This isn't Costco. We don't return everything.
Yeah, we don't take everything back.
Yeah, we don't take everything back. Your credit card will not be reimbursed.
Yeah. Well, so what's the plan with what you're like? What's the point where you get, I guess, where you're just like, I think we're ready for another store? Is it that you feel comfortable with all your stores that they're doing good, that you're like, we should do another one, or you're still or are you just like another challenge? What is it for you?
Yeah, so we're definitely done with GNC. So the locations that we have are good. We're happy with them, especially our out-of-state stores. Like they do really well because, like I said, the lack of competition and the lack of being able to get things delivered in a timely manner. So yeah, our next business adventure is, I'd love to get my own supplement line going. I'd love to open up another health and wellness nutritional shop that's targeted towards whole body health, fitness, wealth, longevity, hormones, all the above, right? I'm hoping one day the FDA will be a little more lenient on peptides. That'd be super fun. Peptides are great, but of course, anything that works really well, that's when they come in and ban things.
Gotcha.
That's when FDA steps in and says, no, we want that money.
Huh.
And we've, I lay in bed every night thinking like, what else I want to do. But unfortunately, I just love supplements. I love fitness. I love nutrition. I love helping people. I love the gratification of somebody who has been relying on a doctor to get their blood pressure or diabetes or cholesterol in check. And they come in and within a couple of months, they're off their medications with all the nasty side effects. And, even though, people putting on muscle, it's vain, right? Like nobody puts on muscle because it saves their life.
Yeah.
People put on muscle because they want to look in the mirror and they want to be more attractive and they want to feel better. So it's all vanity reasons, but it's still gratification. And you help somebody from not having to go get a triple bypass surgery or because they're overweight and they continue on that road. They're going to be on the 600-pound life.
Yeah.
My wife loves that show. So yeah, just, I've done it since I was 18. Like it's just what I truly love doing. And we just have to find a better space in the 2025 realm of how we can do it and still love what I do. Like that's why I've always tried to fight. Don't go online because then I can't be the person I want to be. I can't have that interaction. I can't talk to people. I can't help people.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I can find a way to be my own AI robot
somehow. Yeah.
Yeah. And just find a way to show up in people's gym podcasts and talk to them through that. I don't know.
There you go.
Yeah, that'd be something.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, my wife does real estate. She wants to get her contractor to build houses.
Oh, heck yeah.
Nice.
Our family business, we have a window. They go in and replace windows or put in brand new vinyl windows. So
cool.
We have a lot of things that we like to do, but unfortunately, this is the only thing I've ever done that I really enjoy. And,
oh, okay.
You know, it's hard seeing long term, and I don't feel like I've ever really worked.
Yeah.
So when I drive, I hate driving.
You're like,
That's work, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, man. That puts even if it's like just
dude, it's been the worst. I've hit a deer. I've killed super like tons amount of jackrabbits.
Jeez.
I've hit 50 birds.
Whatever comes at it.
Yeah, man. Especially on that drive to Oregon, like you get stuck behind the farmers herding their cows.
Oh man.
So you got cow dung rolling everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun, right? You see the little old cowboys and the gun in their hips and the dogs riding them everywhere. But yeah, it's a 30-minute detour because these cows are just in the middle of the road, just going from one pasture to another.
Yeah. Man, that's cool, man. Well, I'm excited for your new venture, man. I think you'll do great at it.
Thank you.
I mean, you literally, you love what you do, and that's all you like, you know, and you want to do, which is good. I mean, that's like the number one thing in a business. I always tell people is like, you got to love what you do without saying you're going to work. It's you're going to be miserable, or it's just not going to, it's going to fail pretty quick. Yeah. So I'm luckily in a spot where I enjoy what I do too, or, you know, what else I wouldn't be a maniac here, you know, working until 4 a.m. or 2 a.m. sometimes. And I'd be miserable doing that. But yeah, so far it's worked out for me. But
dude, I do think like I would love, like, I'm a huge car guy. We've had this conversation before. Like, I love cars. It's another reason why I buy so many cars. It's not like I'm buying nice cars or dumb cars, but I still just love cars.
Yeah, just going through.
And my dad was a mechanic my whole entire life growing up. He retired from the railroad, but always did mechanic work. And I always told him growing up, I'm like, Dad, let's open up our own shop. Dad, let's open our own shop. But when he retired from the railroad, he became massively obsessed with drag racing snowmobiles.
Oh, wow.
On the asphalt.
Oh, what?
Not the snow.
Okay.
So that ruined my dream of being a mechanic. And now he hates doing it, right? Because every new car, sensors, and they're all computer work. So it's not just like your 1980s, 90s, 2000s where it's like, hey, there's some moving parts here. It's like, it's all electrical and wires. Yeah. So that shot down any dream of doing anything outside of that.
Yeah. That would have been cool. Yeah, the automotive industry has been really weird for people. I mean, I've had a few friends that I went to school with. I went to mechanic school with ATC. But then I kind of quickly learned that I was at the body shop at the same time, but I quickly learned that I was like, man, that industry is just, it's really dirty. That's one thing. I mean, you come out smelling like transmission fluid or gear fluid, and you're like, I'm going to hate that long term. But yeah, I've had a few friends that open up the shops, and I just see like there's a lot you have to do to keep up with, I guess, dealerships essentially, you know? So, because other local shops are kind of in the same boat. There's a lot of stuff they can do, and there's a lot of stuff they can't do. So they're just sending work away.
Well, kind of the thing we're saying about GNC, right? Like, you get burned by a local, we'll just throw out Ray's Automotive. Yeah. Now every small mom and pop automotive place, you have a bad taste in your mouth. Yeah. You know, like these big dealerships, whether it's Ford or Chevy or Young or Volvo, whatever, right? They're supposed to be trusted because they specialize in that vehicle. But yeah, like the best way to go, it should be the best place to go is to like your local mom and pop shop to get your oil changed or alternator chain, belt, whatever, you know? Yeah. But then, yeah, I mean, I think we've all had the opportunity where we've gone to
a shop
because you thought the price would be cheaper, or because it's in your backyard and you want to give your money locally to the community, and you walk away and it's like, hey, that leak is still there. Now my 97 Ford pickup truck. Remember when I bought that one, the red one, and you did all the work for me on that one? Yeah. The rear main seal was leaking. I took it in. It's all done. Pick it back home. Look under my driveway. Oh, wow. Still leaking. Dang. And same thing. It was just a local mom and pop shop just down the street from my house.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's
because the Ford dealership wanted to charge me way too much money.
Yeah. You ever ask yourself, like, if I would have taken it to Ford and just paid the extra money, you think it would have got it right? Or you think they still would have messed it up somehow?
Well, thankfully the place that I took it back to, like, they have their warranty, right?
They took care of it.
So yeah, like I would never personally take anything that is value of mine that doesn't have a warranty. Even like if a watch that I have, hey, you know, clean my watch for me, change the battery. Oh, if you break it, warranty, right? Yeah, we got the warranty. So yeah, this shop, they did make it right, and they did redo it again. They bought the wrong seal. The seal that they did was a 2-part and just only needed the 1 part. They thought they did the rear main seal for a diesel and mine's a gas.
Oh, gotcha.
So like little mistake, right?
But it just kind of puts a bad taste.
But yeah, then they had to have my truck for another week, and then so
that's where I'm kind of in that spot now where, I mean, the customer that I deal with a lot of nice cars. I mean, he's just tired of dealing with other shops and stressing me. So feel that was a way to bring stuff here. But I guess he has that better. I guess he has a better feeling about it. I guess feels better. So Yeah, man.
That's the secret of the business though, dude. Like if you didn't have that as somebody who isn't in a quick fix, right? Like you didn't invent the next fidget spinner. You didn't invent the next whatever. Mm-hmm. You can't make quick cash by doing people dirty. Yeah. So like you have to hope that when a customer comes in here, like you want to help them. Yeah. You want to make sure the job gets done correctly. You want to make sure that there's trust. Because unfortunately, you do something good, they tell 2 people. You do something bad, they tell 10 people.
Exactly. Yep.
So like you have that one opportunity, and that's where we've tried to really harness it with GNC. Is like, hey, when a customer comes in, like how can we show them knowledge, trust? Oh, you want to buy this product, but you know that this product's actually used for this when you're trying to do this. Mm-hmm. So cool, you're going to buy a product that's going to work, but it's not going to work as well as something else. Mm-hmm. So kind of same thing with cars and performances, right? So yeah. Any business that's in customer, C2C, right? Where you're B2C, business to customer, like you have to have a specialty nowadays.
Yeah.
You have to be a craftsman.
Yeah.
100%.
Going back to your GNC, what's your guys' most popular supplement or product that gets sold? Like people go in there for, I guess. People going in for protein most of the time, or the people are eating overall of everything, just people for joint stuff. Or
so remember how I said I wasn't going to make negative comments?
Yeah,
I haven't been doing very well this high. So GNC unfortunately has done a really bad job since social media took over, especially since COVID, right? Is kind of when social media became everybody's trusted source. Mm-hmm. We lost. So when I first got into this business, GNC's number one customer was the middle-aged mom. Oh. So from age about 26 to 40.
Okay.
Because that's when women have to start having kids. That's when they're married. So the women do the shopping. Now they just go online and do the shopping. But they would go out in the world and they would buy the groceries and they'd buy the husband's socks and underwear and they would buy the kids' toothpaste and brushes and they would go buy the husband's protein and pre-workout and grab something for them while they're in there. So GNC lost that customer. And that was a big customer for us, right? Because now you lost one person who's shopping for 3-4 other people in the household, whether it's the dancer who needs electrolytes and some hair, skin, nail stuff so she's pretty when she's dancing, or the 14-year-old guy who's getting ready to play football or rugby or whatever. So unfortunately, that customer's gone, and that's a really hard one to get back.
Yeah.
So as of right now, like GNC is unfortunately really sports heavy. All of our stores, over 50% of the people that are coming through the doors are sports oriented.
Okay.
So looking for protein's number one. It used to be pre-workout number 2, but man, creatine this past year has blown up. 3 years ago, I would have to pretty much turn into the best salesman in the world to get a female onto creatine. Like I would say creatine to a female and like automatically trust was broken. Like you would think that I just told her that there's no way she's ever going to get married and she's going to be home alone. She's going to be a kitty girl.
Yeah.
So really, really really crazy. And nowadays, like every age, every gender, every goal type is like, hey, do you take creatine? Yeah, already got it at home. So like I say protein, creatine for sure, like 1s and 2s in everybody's supplement routine. Because the studies they're doing now, they're doing studies on 20 grams of protein a day. Or not protein, sorry, creatine. Majority of the time, like for the year, studies have always been 5 to 10 grams a day.
Yeah.
That's what most studies that all have tested off of. They're doing 20 grams a day on Alzheimer's.
Oh, wow.
And for people who have brain memory issues.
Dementia and stuff.
Yep, dementia. I think they're on month 5 right now. But no negative side effects. Everybody's like, oh, doesn't creatine destroy your liver? Oh, isn't it going to shut down your body? Is it going to dehydrate you and make you cramp? Like, you have normal people not working out, not exercising, taking 20 grams of creatine a day.
Wow.
And they're showing mental productivity. They're showing brain health and memory retention. And
what about hair loss?
Man, I wish, dude. There's a reason why I'm wearing a hat.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No, we got to go to Turkey.
Yeah.
Those hair transplants are good deal in Turkey, dude.
Yeah.
I've been having my airplane ticket booked for a minute.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that day.
Yeah. Yeah. Protein pre-workout.
That's cool.
And creatine for sure. Those are the top 3 by far.
Huh.
Okay. And then, I didn't know people were taking creatine that weren't in like the gym and stuff. This is like new to me.
Yeah.
Doesn't creatine just like help you absorb more water in a sense, or what is it actually?
So that's why everybody was scared to take creatine, especially females, right?
Okay.
They're like women. Let's date ourselves here. So before, I would say 5-10 years ago, women wanted to be lean
Yeah.
and have a little bit of toning, but just look in shape, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then before that, it was the skinnier, the better.
Yeah.
You know, back in the mid 2000s, we had in the nation, we had the highest infertility rates ever because women were trying to be so skinny and they were depleting so many fats out of their diets and their calories were so low that their menstrual cycles were off. So they were ovulating properly and they couldn't get pregnant. We had the biggest, I think it was 05 to 07.
Okay.
Nowadays, everybody wants to not be able to sit in this chair because their booty's so big.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of transitioning from all over the things. But yeah, so back 5-10 years ago, it was like, oh, I don't want creatine because all it's going to do is put a bunch of water weight on me and make me look bloated and puffy. But the huge misconception of creatine is, yes, it does make your body retain more water, but it's in your muscles.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know, from your calf all the way up to your traps, like your muscles are intaking the water. It's not like it's going water in between your muscle and your skin to where you look like you just got off of a 20-hour flight and everything's all bloated and puffy. So, but no, the main reason why people take creatine is it enhances ATP production. So your muscles need a cellular energy source and ATP is what they use. So think like your phone uses a battery, right?
Okay.
The more you use your phone, the more the battery dies.
Yeah,
so that's ATP compared to what your muscles use. So when you work out, your muscles are depleting ATP, and that's when you start to get tired and your strength goes down and you fatigue. Of course, lactic acid as well. But when you take a creatine source, it is increasing ATP production. So your muscles have more strength, more endurance, you recover faster. So it's giving your muscles tools to be able to get better, longer, more productive workouts, which is why it's always been great for athletes. You know, explosiveness, strength, power, and then bodybuilders and power lifters.
Damn. Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was taking like creatine, but it was in my pre-workout. I think this was only 5 grams though.
Mm-hmm.
But then I kind of stopped just because I would notice that I would go on vacation for 2 weeks. I'd weigh myself and I'd weigh like 5 pounds less.
Yeah.
So that was like always trippy to me. And it took me a long time to figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
But so there is like a benefit in terms of maybe I should get back on it and I'll maybe see like even more gains, I guess you could call them.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, outside of the ATP, right? Like the muscle cellular energy, the water weight's huge, man. Like your muscles need water. What happens when your muscles don't have enough water? You cramp up. They get fatigued, you get tired, you get headaches. Like your body and muscles need water. So if you're going to hydrate your muscles, that'll give you benefits in the gym and help you work out harder and better anyways. But yeah, the big mistake that people make with creatine is one, they don't know the different types of creatine. So your most popular by far is monohydrate. Anybody, whether you're trying to lose weight, build muscle, just doing the brain studies, whatever, if you're taking creatine, I always recommend monohydrate. But if you're in a spot where like, you know, our mines in Elko, Nevada, the mining underneath is like 120, 130 degrees. So a lot of them have hydration problems anyways. So they go with another creatine that's called creatine hydrochloride. And then you have another creatine that's called creatine magna power. So those other two sources of creatine, you can take in smaller dosages, which doesn't allow for the water retention. So you're still getting the benefits of strength and power and endurance, but you're not getting the water saturation in your muscles. So it's not dehydrating your body, because it is, right? It's taking water from your body and putting it in your muscles. So it is dehydrating you to a sense. So water consumption is huge and really important for creatine intake.
Wow.
But yeah, so dosage is always proper. You want to make sure you get the proper dosage, but then consistency. Like if you take creatine in a pre-workout, that's great, but I would probably guarantee you don't take your pre-workout every day.
No. So you got to take it every day. Is this okay?
So creatine has to stay saturated in your muscles for it to be effective. So if you're working out Monday through Friday and then you have to take Saturday, Sunday off, and then you're like, oh shoot, Edgar's making me do this podcast again. Can't work out today. If you don't take your pre-workout every day, the creatine's never truly staying saturated in your muscles and you don't get the true benefit of what creatine provides.
That's wild. I did not know that.
So you always want to make sure you buy a creatine that's on the side that you can take on your off days. I do the full 10 grams. I think creatine is one of the best products in the world outside of caffeine. It's got the most studies done ever for supplementation. So I do the full 10 grams.
Okay.
So off days, on days, whatever.
Yeah. I'm going to try that.
I just recently started taking it, but I
can tell, man, that shirt's really tight.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but I wasn't taking it.
You walked in a little bit more sideways when you came through the door. I was like, "What? Excuse me, is Edgar backjacked him?" Yeah, makes sense though.
But no, I wasn't. I'm not taking it every day though. That's and I don't even know which one I even have. So
I would probably guess monohydrate, dude. Like that's about.
Dude, honestly, I wish I would have known you actually like had a lot of knowledge behind all this. I honestly always just thought like you were just you found some interest in GNC and you had,
Yeah.
I didn't know you went to school for all this stuff. That makes it even more interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so cool.
The timing doesn't matter either. You can take creatine morning time, nighttime, pre-workout, post-workout. Like you take your 5 to 10 grams of creatine every day and you'll be good.
Okay.
Interesting.
So when did you start it?
Like a week ago.
Is it by itself or is it in a pre-workout form?
No, by itself. So through Thorn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I got the little packets. So I just take electrolytes and then the creatine packet. I think there's just 5 grams though, but I'm just, throughout the day, I'm just having that. So, or in the morning.
Okay.
But yeah, what do you think about that company, Thorn? You know how I found them?
How?
I went on chat. What's the best number 1 company of supplements in the world? And they gave me a few.
Thorn pulled up, huh?
Thorn came up, and I was just like, I did some research, and I was like, it is a pretty big company, and like the history's there, year-wise, but I'm like, I haven't even heard of it before. So
yeah, I'd hate to misspeak because the saturation in supplements is ridiculous, right? We talked about that. Like the amount of companies that make creatine, pre-workout proteins is just mind-blowing. So I only really pay attention and put all my energy and focus on stuff that we carry. Because, right, like we have hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of products in our stores. Like my memory is only so so I memorize all the stuff that we carry. I'm familiar with a lot of the bigger brands that are out there. Yeah. But for me to memorize an ingredient list of something that I don't carry, sure, if it's not a good product, maybe I could convert somebody off of it and buy my stuff if you want to be that kind of salesman. Yeah. But I do know that Thorn's a good company. I do remember looking at a couple of their formulas and not being impressed by them. But like saying, to each their own. Yeah. There's a lot of people that come in and buy stuff from me that I'm like, hey, this isn't necessarily the best product for you. Oh, but I love it. Okay, cool. As long as you're happy. I'm here to make you happy and you're happy. So let's roll. Yeah. Well, I'll be happy to come talk to you once I'm done with this and see what you can talk about. No, when we're done, I'm gonna look up that creatine and see. Okay. Because so usually like first kind of no tell in the supplement industry is when you start adding multiple things in there together. Like have you guys ever heard like a superfood, like a fruits and greens vegetable mixture that people drink? Fruits and veggies. Yeah. There are so many companies on the market that are so underdosed. Like you're barely some of them, you're not even getting a full serving of fruits and vegetable. So like, that's the other hard thing about supplements, right? Is social media has become so popular that you make a brand that is really attractive and you put really attractive people behind it who look good. And you buy that based off of reviews, feedbacks, physical stimulation, whatever it is. But yeah, there's definitely more brands out there that put in underdosed products than properly dosed products. Okay. So when you start getting a product that has multiple things in there, I'm not picking on Thorn, but like creatine, electrolytes, maybe they're putting coconut water inside of there. Maybe they're putting like a lion's mane, like something for brain health, just so you can target that on the box. But it has no effect. Yeah, on you. Marketing is very tricky because you only have to put a certain amount of ingredient in there to make label claims. So we could put 500 milligrams or a gram of creatine in there, right? We know that's underdosed, but now on the label we can put strength, power, recovery, all endurance. So if you have an uneducated consumer, which most people buying supplements are uneducated, all you do is, there's creatine in there. Yes. Yeah. Oh, it's got my electrolytes. Perfect. Yeah. No, that's the same thing with like Automotive. They made some ceramic coating and had graphene in it. Yeah. Graphene's like a metallic. Okay. But it's got nothing in there. It's just like, they put like a black toner probably just to make it look like it has graphene. But basically that stuff died quick within like 2 years. But there's always something there just so and there's everything, right? There's fake Yeezys, there's fake Jordans, like there's lower quality and everything is just hard with supplements because supplements are so popular and there are so many brands out there that first the consumer's looking at, hey, do I like the color of the packaging? Hey, do I like the logo? Hey, do I like the person selling it to me? The formulation's not even in the equation. Yeah. It's crazy you say that because I was watching a YouTube video of I guess there's like these little creatine cubes are becoming really popular. The gummies. The gummies. Yeah. I've heard that like 90% of those don't even have like the required dose. So there's another thing though, right? Like creatine gummies, because one, we're pretty lazy as people, right? I think 100%. I think the fact that people pay extra to have their food delivered to them now. Yeah. And people don't even go to the grocery store anymore. Groceries get delivered to your house. I mean, we've shown that you make my life more convenient. I don't care if it costs more money. Yep. And that has turned the place into a little bit lazier of a spot. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I've never even heard of those though. Those cubes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's why the creatine gummies became so popular, right? Is powders aren't the easiest.
Mm-hmm.
You have to mix it with something, or you have to shake it up, and like, oh, now I have to clean the shaker cup out. Like so many excuses that you can make that are dumb, but you can make them.
Mm-hmm.
So with a gummy form, all you have to do is just pop the gummies and you're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, a company called Now and then Price Plow, which two awesome sources and very trusted people, did a study, and they went on Amazon about like the 20 highest, most bought, stupid people buying it because it's popular.
Yeah.
And yeah, what was it? I hate to misquote it because it was a while ago, but there definitely was not more than 4 out of the 20 brands.
Yes.
That when they tested it, had the actual amount of creatine that was on
popular
there.
Ones, dude.
Really?
Because when you put creatine, like think of creatine, like energy drinks, they don't make creatine in a liquid form. Like creatine's always just come in a powder. When you put creatine and you mix it with sugar or other ingredients, liquids, calories, it changes its molecular compound. It's not creatine anymore. It turns into creatinine. And then your body isn't converted into ATP, and then you're not getting the benefits of it. So yeah, like 80% of the companies that were pitching creatine gummies, there wasn't even any creatine in there.
Yeah, that's wild.
But those companies made millions of dollars.
Yep.
Yeah.
So back to our conversation of, hey, having to be a real business owner and get people's trust first before they give you money.
Yeah.
Not if you can get famous on TikTok, dude.
Literally. Yeah. That's where it's going, unfortunately.
But that is the supplement world. And that is my biggest, and it'll never change. So, don't put energy towards something you can't control.
Yeah.
But man, this is a conversation that I have with multiple people every day. Hey, what are you taking? Oh, I'm taking this.
Like, damn.
That $50 that you spent, like, I hate to be the person that tells you this, but you can just give that $50 to the guy out on the corner needing some alcohol.
Yeah. He ain't doing shit.
Yeah, it's not, right? So that's what sucks. It sucks.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say someone's starting the gym. We're going to get some supplements going. Would you recommend, for sure, creatine. We already got that one established. Protein, if they're not getting, I think it's like 1 gram per pound or something like that recommended. I think if you're weightlifting, what do you think about pre-workout then? Is that one that you usually recommend?
So not to dive much into the protein thing, because it could be a very long conversation. So one gram of protein per pound of body weight is kind of the standard that a lot of people have gone by.
Yeah.
But you do have to be careful, right? If poor Edgar goes on a bender and we do this podcast again in a year and he now weighs 260 pounds and that was all fat, not muscle, Edgar doesn't need 280 grams of protein.
Gotcha.
So it is supposed to be based off of lean muscle mass.
Okay.
And the studies that they did, it's supposed to be 0.6 to 0.8.
Okay.
Fitness industry always recommends a gram at least, because us as humans are imperfect. We mess up, we slip up a lot. So
gotcha.
If I tell you guys, hey, you need 220 grams of protein a day and you're really lazy and you average only getting about 180, I overshot it. So you undershooting it, you're still on track for the goal.
Okay.
So every personal trainer will always overshoot the protein, knowing that the consumer is going to fall short.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, so for me, protein and creatine are a must. When you come in, like there's tons of things. I just read a study that, about 10 to 15 years ago, the nutritional value in our food has gone down 20 to 35%. So from the way that they manufacture food, to the way that they process it, to how they don't, there's no time anymore, right? It's time is money.
Yeah.
So they're not allowing the plants to die and put the nutrition back into the soil to re-put it back into the next batch. So when you eat your food, it's significantly deficient in vitamins and minerals and key nutrients that our body needs. So you always want to have the non-sexy talk of like, hey, you need vitamin D, you need magnesium, you need vitamin C, you need electrolytes. Like you need nutritional stuff. It's just not fun because you could take a vitamin and a fish oil for a year and look in the mirror and still feel the same, right?
Gotcha.
But it's longevity. Like, I can go how long without changing the oil in my car before it breaks down?
Yeah.
Go a pretty long time, right?
Yeah.
And go pretty long without changing the tire, even though I see the little metal thing is coming out of it, or you got the tube boiling. It still runs though.
That's me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nutrition's so important, man. And that's where a lot of people like get down on supplements is, you gentlemen come in and I hook you up with a $200 awesome stack of, pre-workout and protein and amino acids and maybe a testosterone booster and just a whole bunch of goodies. And then you hit the gym really hard for 30 days and you're like, man, I didn't really see any results. But your calories are out of order and your protein consumption is not correct. And you're not drinking enough proper water, and your sleep sucks, and your stress levels are high because you guys are business owners. Like, you know, like there's so many things that come into play that people just, of course, quick blame game, right? Like, oh, these supplements this guy sold me are whack. I'm just going to go get these other ones. They'll work better.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's hard though. Yeah. Newcomers coming in, like you want to have the non-sexy conversation of the maintenance stuff, right? Like, hey, you've got to make sure that you change your spark plug wires, and you've got to make sure you rotate your tires and get the oil change. You have to do all the foundational stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a personal trainer on once, and he was telling us, like, there's so much, I can only do so much as on my end as far as, but he's like, the rest is all on you, you know, diet wise and all that. Like, so
supplements are great and they're fun and they're sexy and they make working out funner.
Yeah.
But it's not even close to being a piece of the pie that's like I'm saying, you could spend $300 to $400 a month on supplements and go a whole year and not see results.
Jeez.
Wow.
You can get stronger.
Yeah.
Right? You can train muscle fibers in a different way to increase strength. You can go from bench and squatting more. But you could look in the mirror, you could do before after pictures and look the exact same in 12 months.
Dang. Yeah. Yeah. I have people that come here and get a ceramic coating, and I'm like, hey, it's not working anymore. It's supposed to last 9 years. I'm like, well, did you wash the car? No, it's a coating. It's supposed to like help keep the dirt off, right? And stuff. I'm like, no, dude, like this is the whole point of like, I talk to you, you know, through all this. You got to hand wash at least once a month. You got to, you know, go touch those car washes and
dude.
Yeah, like everything, you know, there's.
Yeah. This is why you will unfortunately never, and it sucks for you because my wife gets a new car every 6 months. You'll never do a ceramic coating for her.
Yeah.
She has to do the quick quack.
Yeah. And I got good at that because at first I wasn't telling people that. I was just trying to get the sale, right?
Oh yeah.
And then later I'm like, I'm getting all these people coming back just unhappy. So I'm like, now first thing I ask, how do you wash your car? Quick quack or like tunnel wash with like the brushes? I'm like, yeah, you're good. Just keep doing what you're doing. This ain't gonna be your thing. Yeah. So,
dude, and even being a car guy, like I'm not the smartest car guy, but like I have a really good passion for cars. I love cars. I spend probably more time on Facebook Marketplace than I should.
Yeah.
But man, like I didn't, until you told me, I thought I knew. It's kind of the conversation maybe like we had with just creatine, right? Like it's common sense. And when somebody says it out loud, you're like, yeah, I knew that. Come on. But like the car washes with the spinny brushes and stuff, like when I look back at my older cars, I'm like, why is the paint starting to get the little swirls in it? And like, why is it doing that? Like I take care of my cars. And then you said that, it's like, you idiot.
Was it on that Scat Pack that I kind of explained everything to you? Because I think that one,
that's the first car that I ever got ceramic coated.
Yeah. And it's hard. I mean, even as a you know, a shop owner, I'm dealing with this every day. I don't even have time for my own car sometimes to do the correct process. Doesn't mean I take it through a quick whack. I just won't wash it till like a month later, you know? So, but I told people, I'm like, there's less harm in just letting it sit for another month than you taking it just to be quick and easy through a quick whack.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of maintenance. So, I mean, cars are, but yeah, man, it's just like anything else. It's all about the back end work, right?
Yeah.
It's not just the product you're putting on or selling to people.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah. Okay. I did have like a quick, I got a text from, like a viewer from the show. Yeah. So we usually sometimes answer these questions. So since you guys are both business owners, I would love to get your guys' insight. But it says, do you guys ever find yourself valuing a business based on its price? For instance, they give you as an example, Edgar, if you were charging $50 to $75 for a detail job, it says, I would likely assume that the quality of the work or service is poor. And then he says, I personally noticed it tend to think that cheap price equals cheap service. I'm the only one who experiences this. Like, thoughts on that?
At least for me, I guess I would say if you're starting off, you're going to charge cheap. It doesn't mean your quality is going to be cheap. Like when I did a few $50 details when I first started at my house. Doesn't mean that my eye for detail wasn't there. It's just, I was just trying to get people to get to know me.
You got to build the brand.
Yeah. So, but as an established business, if you're charging that cheap, it's probably a little questionable.
Questionable.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Did I answer that? How?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess for you.
Yeah. I think it depends on kind of saying what's the type of business and the type of products that they're selling.
Yeah.
You know, like we just talked about, there are a lot of really cheap pre-workouts, creatines, proteins that are on the market, but there's a consumer for that. You know, why do you think Walmart did so well?
That's true.
Yeah.
Because people didn't have the money to go to the Smiths or the Albertsons or whatever it was in the world at the time. People didn't want to go to Toys R Us. Who put Toys R Us out of business? Walmart did.
Yeah.
That's true.
So when you go to Walmart, like, is the quality bad? No. Is it great? No.
Mm-mm.
So supplements are the same thing. Like you're saying, perfect. Like I couldn't have said that better. Like if you're an entrepreneur and you're trying to start your own business, I don't care if you're some lady doing nails, or if you're trying to be a detailer guy. Like you have to build your brand first, so you have to get cheap. Sometimes you do it for free. You're like, hey, let me get 10 people that I can do their work. They can post it. I can post it. They can share it. And get your name out there. But yeah, if you're talking about like an established something, like a supplement company, a car ownership, whatever, if they're selling things regularly at a cheap price, there's a reason why. And it's not because they're in business of not making money. Like that's probably the stupidest thing that I've said today. Like who's going to start a business to not make money?
Exactly.
So quality and price don't always go in hand, because I've overpaid for things that I've been extremely disappointed in. So that's where doing your research comes. There's a ton of MLM companies in supplements that, man, I look at their vitamins, I look at their greens, I look at their proteins. I'm like, you guys are getting just ravaged.
Yeah, my uncle used to be in those.
There's no hawk to it at all. Like you guys are just getting done. It's bad. But people pay for it, right? Because it's the brand, it's the vision. It's like, oh, I'm in this section and everybody's doing it, so I want to do it too.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That was a question from John. He does he's a barber, so he like does haircuts. So.
Oh, nice. And that's another really big entrepreneur space of like having to rely on people, right? Like if people don't come and get their haircut, this poor guy doesn't go home with money. So like if he wants to build his brand, you're probably going to have to give away some free haircuts. You're going to have to do a lot of advertising. You're going to have to do a lot of sales to get people aware of what you can do, because you got to show you're an artist before people know you're an artist.
Okay.
It's just getting foot traffic. I mean, I always tell people if you want to get foot traffic, offer a deal. Doesn't mean you have to give it away for free, like you were saying. Of course, it wouldn't hurt if maybe you could do like a raffle. We'll do 10 free something, right? But yeah, if you want to get foot traffic to get people to know you, I guess you always got to charge cheap or do a little deal or something here and there to get people through the door. But we did that for a little bit with details. Alex did some marketing stuff for us. And
I do remember that actually.
They did get some foot traffic, and then from those customers, we did get some people that come back now for other stuff, or while they're here, hey, let's do this, let's do that. So
you have to be great at marketing, and you have to be great at your craft. So that's one thing we've always struggled with GNC is marketability, because I can't have a website, I can't ship things to people. So like, I don't know if, what was the gentleman's name again? I'm sorry. The barber.
John.
I don't know if John is in the same scenario where he's like, hey, like I only have a 10-mile radius of people who will come and see me, because if they're outside of that 10 miles, there's another barber down the street that they'll go and see. There's just too much. It's competition, right? It's saturation. So that's kind of where social media has been great with the targeting. So a lot of the stuff that we do on social media, we'll put it inside of that 5-mile radius, 10-mile radius. So the majority of people it's fishing it out to, or in our section. But marketing's hard. That's another thing that's super saturated, right? Like getting your product in front of the consumer that wants your product. How many times I'm on social media that things pull up just because I looked at a reel for 1 second too long, and now all my videos are kitty videos. I don't love cats, man. My buddy sent me one cat meme, and now all I see is cats.
Hell, or nowadays you just talk about something and you'll get
that's the dumbest thing.
You get your feed like that, I listen to it.
Hopefully everybody listening to ceramic coating
or supplements.
Or supplements, You need creatine, you need a clear bra. Say it out loud now.
That's funny. Yeah, man.
Well, I know you're pretty really busy, Shawn. Like, how do you find the discipline to still go to the gym and still work out and make that time?
Once you do something long enough, it becomes habit, right? And then you actually enjoy doing it. So so I don't really know a lot of people who start working out and enjoy it, because it's painful and it hurts and you're sore. But eventually once you get past that and then you start seeing the results, it becomes addicting. And then from that, you turn it into a passion. So I would love to think that if I didn't own a GNC, I would still be in shape and I'd still like to work out. My little dude's 7 years old. I coach his football team and I do drills with him and I do conditioning with him. So I'd like to think that for my family, at least, if not for vanity reasons for me, that I would like to stay in shape. But man, I can't lie. Like GNC's helped a ton. Like it is refreshing when you walk into a place and you see somebody who fits the bill. Like barbershop. If I walk in there and the dude is bald, like, I don't know if you know how to cut hair, you ain't got no hair. Or my wife says this all the time, with whether it's eyelashes, whether it's her eyebrows or her hair or her nails, like if they're going to go somewhere and somebody's going to do the work and they don't look
up to par. Yeah, I agree.
That's the biggest way to turn away business.
That's true. Actually, I didn't think about that. It aligns
yeah,
with the brand.
Yeah.
So.
And it's great for my health and wellness, man. Like,
that's true.
I do have, I do have a brain that goes a lot. I do a lot of thinking. And when I'm at the gym, it shuts that off. So it's great whether I'm listening to something music related or a podcast, or I'm going over scriptures or whatever rabbit hole I go down following Jesus. It's nice that I can shut the brain down and I'm not thinking for at least an hour.
That's okay. Cool. No, that makes sense. So I'm assuming when you're in there, you're probably doing more like weightlifting, right?
Yeah, I've never been a cardio dude.
I was about to ask that. I was like, what do you think about cardio?
Like saying for sports, right? Like if I'm chasing something,
that makes sense.
That's really fun. And I don't mind trail running. I did that a lot when I was younger. Now that I'm 40, like the more the more weight you have, and I don't have a ton of muscle at all. Like there's
come on now.
So many people that are bigger than I am, right? But like I have a decent foundation for being 40.
No, you're solid. Dude.
But the more weight it's more weight on your joints, right? So like it's not fun for me to run anymore. I would rather have muscle than have an endurance body.
Gotcha.
Just my personal preference is what makes me happy when I look in the mirror, and that's my vanity.
Yeah.
That's my sin. So yeah, it's all weight training.
Yeah.
And I split it up, like you have to, right? And that's another reason why people get so burnt out of the gym is they don't know enough. So like they're doing the same chest workout, they're doing the same leg workout, they're doing the same back workout, becomes redundant, and then they stop doing it. So I do have my rotation of I do something for 3 months and then I switch it up and do a different program and then I do a different program. So
yeah, I found like I had to do that like a few years back. I was doing the whole push pull thing, whatever like that. But now I'm doing like all full body. It's like different workouts each time.
Yeah.
But it's just funner.
And it's different challenges, right?
Yeah.
So you can do an old school body routine where you're doing like chest and triceps and then back and biceps and you're focusing on legs twice a week. And then you do push pull days and then you do full body splits and then you do a lot more of the I'm drawing a blank. Where you bounce from one workout to the other, supersets.
Oh yeah.
There's tons of things that you can do to make it so you don't get burnt out. But I mean, you in the back of your mind, in some way, you kind of have to be broken a little bit to enjoy going to the gym.
Yeah,
long term.
Yeah,
because I mean, I love pizza.
Oh yeah,
and I love ice cream and Oreos, and I like things that taste really good. Why do you think 75% of America is overweight or obese? Like,
wow, that's wild.
We're always overstressed. Like we're in the most depressed generation ever right now.
Yep.
Our food is absolutely killing us, but we love the taste of it. So we're eating it anyways. Like I completely understand, man. Like I've had a long day and I'm trying to motivate my managers and I'm trying to keep my employees happy. And I want to show them that I care because I do care. And then I go home and I want to make sure I'm spending time with my wife and I want to make sure my son knows who I am.
Yep.
And then on top of that, still find time to go to the gym. Like it's not fun.
No,
It's super. It's not. There's plenty of times that I'm like, I'd like to just not go today. But I mean, you don't have to go 7 days a week anyways, right? If you can find a schedule where you're going 4 to 5 days a week, that's sufficient. That's plenty. The diet's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Going to the gym, like finding 45 minutes, that's easy. That's just you waking up a little bit earlier, you not taking a 30-minute dump scrolling on your phone.
That's a whole workout right there.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, right? So there's a lot of things you can do. It's just priorities.
Yeah,
that's true. That's
Thankfully, I don't really like Netflix.
Okay.
Like my beautiful wife can, man, I remember when Game of Thrones got released.
Ooh.
She didn't leave the couch for a hot minute, dude. She blasted through that thing. And she loves books, right? So like my wife will love to just sit on the couch and read for 2 hours.
Wow.
So like thankfully I don't have that built in me. So I don't really have a lot of other hobbies that I like outside of my family, sports, and working out.
Okay. Were you always like that, or did it take maybe some years to kind of get to that?
No, because playing sports growing up, like once I got out of high school and I realized that I wasn't going to make it to the NBA. Shocker, right? 6 foot white dude. Once you get to that point, then it's like, okay, I need something to fill that competitive space.
Yeah.
Because I'm not playing ball anymore. So what do? Then you start working out and then you start bettering yourself. And it's hard and it hurts, just like practice was. So when you show up 5 days a week and you're playing football or basketball and you're doing sprints and you're getting yelled at by a coach, like that's not fun, but game time's fun.
That's true.
So then when you start kind of getting into bodybuilding and working out, like your trophy is what you see in the mirror, or if you want to hop on stage. And that's where I ended up taking it is.
Oh, you actually did?
It became, I did some bodybuilding shows and took it as a hobby. And then it turned into kind of a profession. It was like, hey, like I work at GNC and I look good. Like, oh, that kind of helps. And I get these really good discounts on supplements because I buy them at wholesale cost. And so that's cool. A little bit cheaper for me. But yeah, just, once something becomes a habit and you enjoy it, it makes life a little bit easier to do it.
Yeah. It's just that first initial part, right?
Yeah. But there's still, every day when I wake up, I think of 5 excuses not to work out. I need to have a conference call with my manager. I need to look over the order. I need to do my QuickBooks. Oh, my son's got football practice. Oh, my wife wants to go out breakfast. Like, there's a million things that I could do every day. Like, to this day, like, I still have to say, Shawn, don't be a wuss. Go to the gym. Do something that's hard. Challenge yourself. And then when I'm done, I feel amazing. Yeah. Like, I'm accomplished. I did it. I didn't want to do it. Like, it's still hard. Mm-hmm. There's still a million times halfway through my workout and I'm thinking about, oh shoot, like I got to go to the store and do this. Yeah. Or, hey man, I'm behind on this. Like I'm supposed to have this call with this manufacturer about our business. Mm.
Wow. So, are you a morning person for your gym or just anytime you can fit it in?
I prefer mornings.
Mornings. Okay.
Because then the rest of the day is so much more fulfilling because you've gotten those endorphins out. You've released some stress, more energized. Yeah. When I was younger, I liked nighttime workouts. Mm-hmm. Because then, I had food in me. Oh, so like whether it was a mental thing or whatever, it's like, I've eaten 4 or 5 meals a day. My muscles are full. I got energy. Yeah. But then, once I started becoming a business owner and from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., you're at work and you're at the mercy of the business. It's like, hey, if I don't go in the morning time, I don't get to go at all. Yeah. There's no way in hell my wife's going to let me go to the gym at 9:30 at night. Yeah. When I'm supposed to be in bed with her, spending quality time making my marriage work.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, so many, like, we have like girlfriends and stuff, so we're not like married, have kids yet. So yeah, that's something I guess I'm like kind of looking forward to, I guess, in a sense, and be like, damn, how am I gonna figure it all out? But no, it's glad to see that someone as busy as you can make it all work and you're like all balancing, trying to be as balanced as you can.
Yeah. So it's priorities, man. I mean, there's things that you guys are doing now, even though you're not married and have kids, that you sacrifice for, right? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Like you guys are doing something right now. That's true. You're sacrificing time to do something. I mean, you may enjoy doing it, but there's something else you could probably think of that you'd enjoy doing more.
Yeah, just chilling. Yeah.
Yeah, right. You. Doing nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
maybe eating some of those creatine gummies.
Yep.
Yeah, buddy.
Get a couple more. Yeah.
Those things taste good at least, though.
I bet they do.
They're way good, dude.
They probably hit it out of the park with that, just making them taste like just straight up gummy worms.
Oh, dude, something. Yeah. There's a couple that I've tried that they were like one notch off from a Sour Patch Kid, man.
Wow.
When it said eat 5 a day, I was like, I get 10 grams a day. I get 10 of these a day. Do I do the 20? They're doing studies on it. Yeah. Those people aren't dying. I can do 20 gummies a day.
That is easy. Yeah. I was watching this influencer and he's a runner, biker and bicyclist. And he takes these, the gels that they take. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh, this tastes just like a fruit roll up. And now it makes you kind of wonder, like, if they made it taste that good, like what is really?
Well, the nice thing about the endurance stuff, right? So for like your cross trainers, your CrossFit athletes, your marathon runners, when they train and they do the long distance, like they're eating sugar. Mm. So like their goos and their gels and stuff, like it's sugar because what is your body's main energy source is glucose, right? Mm. So you eat a carbohydrate, it turns it into glucose, which is sugar, and then your body has energy. Mm. So when you're running those miles and you're doing those long distance runs, usually about hour and a half in, depends on the individual, they'll take a sugar hit.
Oh, okay.
Whether it's in a Gatorade form, a drink form, or whether it's a chewy or a gummy, but.
Yeah, it shows how much I know about that.
Dude, the bodybuilding world was big on that for a little bit. You'd walk around and fools that have like Sour Patch Kids or gummy bears in their gym bag.
Literally.
Because, once again, your muscles use that glucose for energy. And your muscles only store about 45 minutes of glucose. So when you work out hour and a half, 2 hours, 45 minutes into it, your muscles are drained. So you eat some of those simple sugars, those simple carbs that get into your muscles really quickly. You can munch on some red vines or Swedish fish.
Okay.
Because it's just pure sugar. That's all it is, right?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it probably tasted really good.
Yep.
I bet so.
Okay. Well, that makes me feel a little better now. Yeah. Knowing that, because I was just like, we were bringing up the whole creatine thing right now. Like, if they're tasting that good, then there's probably most likely nothing in there that's.
Well, I mean, they can add,
But with that, it's meant to be sugary. So that's probably a reason why it tastes good. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's another thing, right? Like some of these creatine gummies, you're taking in 10, 15, 20 grams of sugar per serving. So I get these customers coming like, oh yeah, I want to lose weight. I want to burn fat. Well, taking in 20 extra grams of sugar a day probably isn't the greatest. I know it's creatine, but unflavored, doesn't have any calories at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then maybe you could go have like an apple.
An apple.
Yeah. Get some good sugar.
Get on the apple diet. An apple a day.
I have, I guess, a crazy question, because now that I know that you bodybuild and did like competitions, so I know like creatine like keeps basically allows the body to carry more water. So when you're trying to like dry up, do you stop drinking creatine like before like you get on stage, or what's like the process for that?
So most of like your hardcore bodybuilders, right?
Yeah, like
they take supplements that work way better than creatine.
Okay,
right.
I get you.
So they're doing the injectables.
Yeah.
So sure, maybe like when they're training normally, trying to build muscle on their off season, they're probably popping some creatine to get benefits of it, and they should. It's super smart.
Okay.
But yeah, when they're getting ready to cut, when they're getting ready to dry out, like
yeah,
they don't need the creatine.
Okay.
The stuff that they're taking is way better.
Mm.
So for a normal guy, right? So
I get you.
Somebody like me who competed and didn't use all the anabolics in the world, was just trying to do it as natural as possible. Mm-hmm. For my first couple of bodybuilding shows, didn't take anything at all. The last couple that I did, I was on. Are you guys familiar with what TRT is?
Yeah, like the testosterone replacement
therapy. Yeah. So I go being 40 years old. I want to stay in the game, and I want to have energy, and I want to feel good, and I want to look good. Mm-hmm. So for the past 3 years, I've gone to a doctor here in town, and a hormone doctor, right? So he prescribes me, and every 6 months I go and get blood work, make sure everything's good. So during the end of my bodybuilding career, I was on that TRT program. Okay. So I was already taking testosterone, so it helped me out and helped me get to a better place on stage. But yeah, naturally wise, I weaned it off when I was doing it. So, when you get to the point where you're starting to cut the water weight, dry out, usually about 3 weeks before is when I would cut the creatine off. Okay.
That's good to know. Okay, awesome.
Because at that point, like you're in maintenance mode, right?
Yeah.
Like when you go to workouts, you're tired.
Yeah,
you're exhausted. Your strength is gone. Mentally, you're not there. Like you're pretty fatigued when you start getting into the prep season where you're getting ready to step on stage. So you're in full maintenance stage. There, you're not in building stage. So it'd be nice to have the creatine for that muscle endurance and energy.
That makes sense.
But just getting to the gym in general when you're on that last cut is pretty draining and tired, because you're doing a bunch of cardio too, unfortunately.
Yeah, literally.
That's another reason why I hated bodybuilding. Getting cardio, dude.
Yeah, while not eating carbs sucks. So
so I live kind of more of a keto lifestyle now that I'm older.
Oh, okay.
So if I do eat a carbohydrate, it's usually a whole food base. So I'll have a little bit of rice or a little bit of potatoes, but majority of the food that I eat doesn't contain carbs.
Wow. Okay. Do you ever have like cheat meals or no? Like maybe a
for
pizza?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So I choose the lifestyle. There's keto, which is really popular. It's been around forever. And then you have like the animal style diet, the carnivore diet.
Oh yeah.
Which basically you're only eating meats.
Literally.
Like you're not eating fruits or veggies. You're not eating grains. You're not eating breads. Everything that consumes in your mouth is just meat or some nuts or avocados. So I do it just because I feel better. Like my inflammation, processed foods cause inflammation. Processed foods throw your hormones off. Processed foods cause brain fog and mental clarity. So I choose it as more of a lifestyle.
Gotcha.
Because I feel better. I have more sustainable energy throughout the day. My joints don't hurt as much. My inflammation isn't as bad. My back's not hurting. My shoulders aren't flaring up. So,
wow.
Yeah, like a normal day like today, had a handful of eggs first thing in the morning. And then I did my protein shake, added some MCT oil to it, which comes from coconut. It's medium chain triglycerides.
Okay.
Your body can use that as a really natural, sustainable energy source because your body usually uses fats as a source to intake vitamins and minerals. It puts more vitamins and minerals into your body. And then it's amazing for hormone health and brain health. So most fats your body doesn't convert into an energy source. So MCTs, like omega-3s from like fish oil, right? That's not for energy. That's for brain and heart and blood pressure and cholesterol and triglycerides and joints. But MCTs from coconut actually gives you a sustainable natural energy source from fats. So I'll put that in my shake in the morning for natural energy fuel. And then we went to dinner or for lunch. We went and I had some carne asada.
Okay.
With guacamole and then a little bit of salsa. And then I still eat the veggies just because I like the veggies. They did some sauteed mushrooms and onions and stuff. And then for dinner, I had a pork roast with nothing else. It was just the roast.
Just the roast?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
No potatoes, no carrots. It was just the roast.
Yeah, you're dialed in. You're dialed in.
But it's just like saying it's what I like. It's what I feel good off of.
Yeah.
Yeah, like last night, my wife made a delicious peach cobbler. I had a piece. I wanted the whole thing, but I didn't. I wanted a piece. So yeah, like I say, I don't do it for vanity purposes anymore. I just do it because it's what makes me feel good. And like you guys know, as long hours as a business owner, like you do get mentally fatigued. You do get mentally exhausted. You get physically tired. Mm-hmm. So when you can sleep better, when you can have more energy, when you don't feel so much mental fog. So that's why I do it. I don't do it because I enjoy it.
No, yeah.
Love bread.
Yeah.
Freaking love bread, dude.
Yeah, who doesn't? Yeah.
You can have carrot cake with every meal.
Carrot cake?
I'll start with carrot cake.
Yeah, man. If I had a Snickers in my back pocket right now, I'd be stoked. I like that stuff, but it's quality of life.
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah, those trade-offs.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
Cool.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I got to get on my shit. I'm definitely, I'm pretty bad with just managing my diet with, just with everything. Because obviously I'm always busy, so I'm finding an excuse to just not eat or.
Have you ever been overweight?
No.
Mm-mm. You ever been tubby?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Always just been.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a curse though, right?
Yeah.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah. Could be, yeah.
You know? Like the people who are thinner, who have the quick metabolism are always like, man, I would do anything to put on size. I would gain 20 pounds. Mm-hmm. Then you have these poor people who
just wish
severely overweight and like, man, I just wish I could lose 50 pounds.
Yeah.
I wish I could just eat whatever I wanted to and not be fat. So you always want what you can't have.
No,
exactly.
You're right. Yeah, I was like that because I guess there's like the 3 body types or whatever. Mm-hmm. So we were like ectomorph. Because I remember when me and Edgar started like I guess a long time ago, like the gym, he was like weighing 113. Now he's probably like 140 or something. Yeah. But we kind of started with that slimmer frame, I guess you can say. Yeah. But back then I hated that. Yeah. Like I did not like that.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, this is actually kind of cool. I could eat more, I could kind of let loose sometimes.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
No. Knowing about strengths.
But 10 pounds is a lot though.
No, he gained a lot. That first year.
Like for hard gainers, like it sucks because you were at 130, right? So like now when you say 140, it's still like 140 is still kind of small.
Yeah, still.
But like if you could put on 10 pounds a year.
Well, I was weighing 113 when I first started.
Yeah. Dude, 113?
But that was like right out of high school.
What would you do with the wind balloon?
Grab onto something.
Did you have to wear like weighted vests?
Fucking weighted ankle bracelets.
Dude, 113?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I was always slim. And I would eat like crazy too, and I still do. But
yeah.
Well,
yeah, he put on some weight though.
It's always been a struggle. I don't. But yeah, I try to eat more now, and stuff that's actually gonna do good, not just like shove down a handful.
Well, and then your line of work too, right? Like your hands are busy, they're dirty. Like when you stop to eat for 30 minutes, that's 30 minutes of a car you didn't get done.
Yeah.
So like I'm actually pretty blessed because in my little box that I live in when I go to my GNC stores, I have a microwave.
Okay.
I have a fridge. Mm-hmm. If a customer's not in the store, I have 10, 15 minutes. I can heat up the food and eat it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then I think my problem too, I was always working like really labor intensive jobs.
Yeah.
And I'd still go work out. So I'm like, I don't even think I need to work out at this point.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not consuming enough calories in a day to even make sense. But
yeah.
And then, I kind of just laid off of it, but it wasn't even, I think it was just more of laziness too. And then just finding myself doing other things that just took me away from the gym. But
yeah,
I bought a tonal when I first moved into my new house, thinking I was going to use it every day. And it's a coat rack. Sits there. My girl's like, hey, when are you going to use that? When are you going to start working out?
I think, but that everybody knows something.
That was the entrepreneur thing. Like I'm always so busy. Like I don't ever have time to go to the gym. Cause I would, for a while, my girl she was in school still, and she's in school again now, but she was in school at the time to be a nurse. And her only time she had was like at 5 a.m. So I'd literally wake up like at 4 just to meet her at the gym at 5. And it felt amazing getting to work, from a morning workout.
You do.
But then my thing was I would get here and I would have nothing to eat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, now I feel like shit. So I'm like, so then I kind of quit doing that. And I've always found excuses, but obviously you could always adjust and plan ahead and make a meal, or even if you have to buy something, I guess, buy something in the morning that's good on protein or whatever you need it to be. But the tonal was the last gym thing I've had. After I got that, canceled my 3 memberships I had with all the gyms. And I'm like, if I can't even do that, it's in my room. I walk in the office every single day and I see that thing and I'm not working out. I'm like, I'm just going to lay off for now. And
for sure.
I'll find a time for it again. But I really want to, but it's just always, like I said, talking yourself out of it is really easy compared to talking yourself into it.
When you walk in.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't the best way to do it, but it helps you create a habit. So like supplements, right? Mm-hmm. Like for somebody like you who have a hard time eating, of like weight gainers. Like you could come here after your morning workout and you could slam down a 1,400 calorie shake.
Damn, that's a lot.
That's a lot, dude.
1,400 calories.
And then like you could have a protein bar and a protein shake, right? So like, 3:00 runs around, like, oh man, I've eaten in a handful of hours. You have dirty hands and eat a protein bar. You just don't touch the bar. You keep it on the wrapper.
Yeah.
Shaker cup, all it does is like 1-2 shake, chug it down, takes 5 seconds. So like there's things you can do, right?
Yeah.
And that's
long term. Are those things healthy though? Or is it?
So
I guess I'm going for the ingredients and like plastics or all, I don't know, weird shit that's in them.
Yeah. So whole foods is always better, right? Like if you can eat a steak, you're getting nutritional value from the steak. If you can eat chicken, if you can eat fish, if you can eat fruits and veggies, like that's the nice thing about food is food contains phytonutrients, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, the things that your body needs to be healthy and go, boost your immunity, keep your hormones balanced. But you're not eating anyways.
So you're doing worse, right?
So but then you can cross the table of where like a lot of the bodybuilders are and people in my space where it's like, well, why do you want to eat the trash food you're eating now? You're going to go to Wendy's. You're going to go to fast food. You're going to go to a place where they're putting not good quality of product. You're going to go eat some deep fried products. So like, yeah, you get the calories, but is there any nutrition in that? No, everything's processed and everything's filled with garbage and pesticides and junk.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, like doing a protein bar or doing a shake, you're not getting the whole food nutrition, but then
you're getting something at least.
Majority of the food that we're eating as an obese society anyways is way worse than what the shake and the protein bar are.
Okay.
So that's where the argument kind of gets spun around, right? It's like,
no, I like that.
Oh, well, Edgar didn't bring in a nice diced up salad with a bunch of fruits and veggies and his organic chicken and his eggs that are cage free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's not the food that you're eating anyways.
Exactly.
That's the spin on it.
Okay. I like that.
Something's better than nothing.
Yeah.
But then the something that you had eaten before, is that better than the slightly processed protein that they did from cheese?
Yeah. Okay.
That's great advice, honestly. I need to get on that as soon as I wake up.
Yeah. And I'm to that point in my life, like I do more protein shakes than I should, but for me, like, do I hit 225 grams of protein a day or do I hit 160 grams of protein a day?
Got you. That's the difference. Small things.
Yeah. And the consistency is what wins.
Yeah.
I go to Costco and I buy, every time I just grab a bunch of cases of what are those?
Oh, I get you. I think the company's Fairway or something?
Fairway. The proteins, shakes.
Fairlife.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. The cute little cow on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are awesome.
But since they're always here, I'm always just killing them. And I'm like, God, is this going to be bad for me down the road? I'm like, literally all I'm eating all day or drinking all day is all these things. Yeah. I'm not a whole lot, but maybe on a max, I'm probably drinking like 3 in one day. I'm just like.
You're easily throwing a 6-pack back, huh?
No, but
yeah, and it's better than nothing though, right?
Yeah.
Like as long as you don't have any lactose issues and you're sitting there like drinking a bunch of dairy and it's causing you problems in the bathroom and like your stomach's all bloated and you're feeling gross and you're having acne or oily skin or whatever, like your body will let you know if you're doing something wrong.
Okay.
Just let the body speak for it.
Yeah. If your joints are hurting.
Well, shit. I'll take the whole case then.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know. I agree with you. Like, I don't know if it's just like some weird thing we've maybe just thought about, but like maybe taking too much, the protein scoops. Like I always thought that was bad for some reason, but I don't know if I've never looked into it though. That's a weird thing, like science-based, but like you mentioned, it's better than nothing.
Yeah. There's companies out there that we carry that are great. Like, GNC does a phenomenal job. There's another company called NDS, First Form. Andy Vercel is huge.
Oh yeah.
His protein only has 5 ingredients in there.
Oh, wow.
It's whey protein. Protein's derived from cheese. It's dairy based.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with cheese if your body can handle it and you're not allergic to it. Then it's got a little bit of salt in there and it's got some natural flavorings and some natural colors. And yeah, they do put a little natural sucr, or not natural, they put a little bit of sucralose in there. So as long as you're not one of the small percentage of people that think sucralose gives you cancer and kills you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Damn.
But at that point, you're probably
messed up.
Not having a conversation with me if you think sucralose is going to kill you.
Yeah. You won't be seeing them come around.
No. Yeah. Majority of those people in the world. And, I highly encourage, like, I wish more supplement companies left artificial sweeteners out.
Okay.
I love that RFK came in and is getting rid of banned dyes.
Yeah.
That's great. Like, just because I drink a blue raspberry drink doesn't mean you need to put a toxic blue dye in there for it to be blue.
Mm-hmm.
So that's super not necessary. But like flavor matters.
Yeah.
Like you guys have all drinking supplements. Like nobody's going to drink a protein shake that doesn't taste good. I do know that there's a lot of good companies out there that don't use artificial sweeteners. And I say, I wish that space would become more competitive. but artificial sweeteners are cheaper and they traditionally make it taste better.
Yeah, still better.
I don't know if you guys have ever drinking a Diet Coke and
Yeah.
then tried like a naturally sweetened soda.
It tastes way
Huge difference, right?
Yeah.
So sucralose goes a long ways.
Okay. I think the first time I went to GNC, I got Optimum Nutrition, I think was the brand for like the protein. Do you guys still have that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Optimum's huge. They're a nationwide brand.
Okay. Do you recommend like the product? Is it, you know, like where does it fall, I guess, in the
Yeah,
whole thing?
Optimum's a great company.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I'll keep buying their stuff then.
Yeah. Optimum's good, man.
All right.
And you figure if especially if they're a national brand, good. If they're a global brand, great. And On is a global brand.
Okay.
Like when my wife and I go to Mexico on a trip
you see it
to
over
an
there?
island, whatever, Optimum's global.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of where like, you know, FDA doesn't regulate things.
Mhm.
So if you're seeing this one little brand company that's on a social media platform and they don't have a website, you can't find them on any other website, it's probably not a good idea to buy them
Okay.
because who knows who's making their stuff and who's. So
You know
that
what?
is the great thing that once again, another positive to franchising GNC.
Mhm.
All of their products are third-party tested. They're all made in those GMP manufactured facilities and
Okay.
they're all national brands. So they're trusted. They have a lot to lose.
Mhm.
If one of the companies that we carry does something stupid for a dumb reason, they lose millions and millions of dollars and that company goes out of business.
Wow.
Got
And so
you.
big companies like Ghost and Bucked Up and Optimum and GNC, they don't put things on the label that are on the label
Mhm.
and they don't tweak things just to save a penny here and there.
Okay. No, that's good
Because
to know.
the millions of dollars are more important, right?
Yeah. So do yourself the favor, go to GNC. Don't go to Amazon and risk it. Don't don't roll the dice.
Yeah. Don't do it. If you go to Amazon, go there just to browse.
Yeah.
Just to browse.
'Cause
You
you're
know what
bored.
you're going to get at
Yeah.
GNC.
Yeah. Because you're sick of looking at cars on Facebook Marketplace.
Yep. Well, yeah. Do you got any more questions for Shawn? Are we at a good time still, or what are we at doing time?
We're at 140 right now.
Okay.
It looks like it's still recording. You said at 130,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Do you got any questions for us, Shawn? Or
Not that I can think of.
okay.
Yeah.
We kind of talked a little bit before
Yeah.
about.
All right. Well, I think that's a good spot to end this. So,
Okay. Awesome.
but yeah, guys. So there's Shawn. Hit him up for any supplements and
Yeah, let's get all your stores. I think you said Taylorsville. Oh, I guess here in Utah at least. Taylorsville, South Ogden. You have one in
So the South
Elko?
Ogden one we don't have anymore.
Not anymore? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
So that was the one that we first did 13 years ago. We did
okay.
close that one down.
Got you.
So here in Utah, yeah, and our Instagram handles Jensen Nutrition.
Okay.
So if you're on IG, you can go
I'll
to
follow
Jensen
you for
Nutrition.
sure.
And it has all of our stores on there. But yeah, here in Utah, it's in North Ogden and Taylorsville.
North Ogden.
Yeah.
Is it the one by what is it by? Like Fresh Market? Like
The North
over there?
Ogden one?
Yeah.
Yeah, right next to Crumble Cookie and Little Caesars.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
The two worst. Like,
Hey man, you got to bounce the world.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Without Crumble Cookie and Little Caesars, I wouldn't have big majority of my customers.
that's a
good point.
fact.
So
Yeah.
you can hate it.
And everybody
you can-
plays a role in this. Yeah.
Every does, but yeah.
Those quick quacks play a big role in my
They
business,
do,
too.
man. Yeah. Without the quick crack,
Hey,
you don't
what's
get
all
the
these
damaged
cracks?
cars. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's how funny.
It's
that
how we
works.
found each other.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
Yeah. No, I think that's it. Well, yeah, thanks everybody. And thanks you. I know you're really busy, so I really
No, man,
appreciate
this was super
you.
fun. Appreciate
Yeah.
you guys.
Thank you for taking the
you
time.
taking the time.
Thanks for reaching
100%.
out.
Learned a lot, and yeah.
We'll be hitting you up for sure. Well, at least I
Mhm.
will once my Thorn supplement stuff's all gone. I'm like, all right, what should I be on now?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
100%. Yeah, and
I
I'll be
gotcha.
on that creatine. So, no, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. Well, thanks, guys. That was episode 131, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Yeah. Peace.
All right, peace out.